Hi, my friends. Pastor Whitehead here. We've all been, for the last year hunkering down, and many of us have been hunkering down all our lives. So hunkering down is nothing new to us. With what seems like one crisis after another, we're dealing with COVID-19, then there's, the weather and all kinds of things. It's time once again to hunker down and prepare ourselves for what's to come or for what could possibly come. We often have to work through the adversity in order to get to the blessings. So don't be discouraged by the adversities that we sometimes have to experience. And I especially want to make sure that the children, the elderly, and the disadvantaged don't get lost in the shuffle. The notion that I am my brother's and my sister's keeper right now is going to a whole new level. And I want to just place us on alert so that, we can be there for one another. And that's the main thing, is I want us to, just to be there for one another. So I wanted to just I did an email, and I thought I'd do a quick video just to kind of help us, hopefully, get through things a little bit easier and a little bit better. So I just want to share a few quick thoughts with you that I believe that might be helpful to all of us. So thank you for your patience, and always I appreciate so much you joining us with our YouTube channel as well as on Facebook. So number one, I want to say that in all circumstances and all times, take all measures possible to protect yourself and your family and your friends. That means in everything, always do your best to stay safe. Stay on high alert, not only for COVID-19, but for all potential threats and all potential dangers. Secondly, I want you to please take the time to check on your relatives and your friends, and do that on a regular basis. With things the way they are, you never know. When we speak to someone or see someone, we never know. It may be the last time. So check on them on a regular basis. But I don't want you to live in fear, but just learn to trust in the Lord. Then next, I want to say, for those who wish to take the COVID-19 vaccine, keep checking all your options and vigorously pursue every avenue to get an appointment to get the vaccine. Don't give up. Hang in there. And at the same time, assist your loved ones, your friends, whenever it's possible. And I want you to consult with your primary care physician if you have any doubts, any questions, or any fears about this COVID-19 vaccine. Amen. And then if you've been listening to the news lately, and if you've been keeping up with what's going on in other parts of the world, we're blessed here in Georgia, particularly here in the North Georgia area, Middle Georgia area, that we've not experienced any real terrible, weather yet. At least not, in my view. But I want you to understand something. Shortages and high prices, particularly for fuel and for food and those essential supplies that we need, shortages and high prices are on the way. They are on the way. So we might as well get ourselves prepared for it. Now, I don't want you to panic. There's no need to panic. But it would be wise for us to prepare ourselves. Fuel up your vehicles as soon as possible. And I like to keep mine topped off. Get a good stock of essential items as soon as you can. And don't forget about the medication and bottled water. And always check with your elderly family members and friends to see that if they need anything, and to make sure they are safe and well supplied. When you look at what's happening in other parts of the country, the ripple effect of what is happening, for example, in Texas, Houston, and other parts of the country, Oklahoma, it has already begun. And if you're not feeling it, you will. Then I want you to keep your vehicles in good working order and keep them, as I said, fueled up. And I like to keep mine topped off. Keep your vehicles. I understand that sometimes budget is a factor, but what's the use of having a vehicle out there parked in your driveway if it won't take you anywhere? And what if you had to get up and go? on short notice, and then you don't have any means of transportation. Amen. So keep your vehicle as best that you can in good working order. I'm like this, and I see sometimes when people they have vehicles, but then when they get ready to take a long trip or go somewhere, a vacation or whatever, they rent a car or rent a vehicle. And this is just my own personal view. There's something wrong with what I got sitting in the driveway won't take me where I want to go. Amen. And especially for those who got to get up and go to work every day, that's you got to get there. Anyway, I don't want to dwell on that, but keep your vehicles, maintain and keep fuel in your vehicles, and buy your fuel now while it's not too expensive. It's going up, but do that now and make sure that. Look around your home, make sure all household appliances are working properly and that they pose no danger to you or to your family. Just make sure everything's working properly. Check your electrical outlets and cords and wiring and your plumbing. Our best protection against problems is maintenance and prevention. Amen. Amen. And then I want to say to you, please avoid leaving the elderly or children home alone. I said, please avoid leaving elderly and children home alone. And when possible, make regular calls and visits when you can to those who live alone. Check on them, call them, visit them when you can. And then finally, pray, be patient, do all you can to avoid becoming a patient. It's a good time for family and friends to know that they have our support and that we can call on each other, that we can call on them and we can lean on them. They can call on us and they can lean on us. It's time for us to come together and encourage one another in the Lord and support one another and assist one another, whenever we can. And none of us know when we might need help. Amen. But we ought to just do it out of the goodness of our heart. And I always say, just do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Amen. So, there's a lot of other things going on, but after listening to the news and watching what is going on, I thought I'd just, throw out a couple of things just to sort of raise our awareness so that we can prepare ourselves, amen, for what may potentially come. Amen. And remember what I said, sometimes we got to work our way through the adversity in order to get to the prosperity. So don't panic and don't be discouraged. So you hang in there, my friend. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family, and do those things that are beneficial, so that you can live a life. You've heard this before. So that you can live a life that is conducive to living. Amen. And finally, let me say this real quick. How delighted I am. We've had a YouTube channel for some time, and I just started back on Facebook. And honestly, I don't know a lot about Facebook, but let me tell you something. And I don't really, communicate that much. I put my messages up there. And there are times I want to answer certain things, but I don't know how. At some point, I'll learn. But right now, I'm not there yet, okay? So be patient with me. But let me tell you something about that. I am so encouraged by how much fun y'all are having on Facebook. I am. Y'all are wearing out Photoshop and y'all are out there partying hard and enjoy yourself in such a time as this. And I know you're being careful. I know you're being safe, but I just love to see y'all having a good time. Like to see the pictures and sharing family moments and friend moments. I just wanted to throw that in and let you know that I'm watching you, I'm listening to you, and I appreciate you so much. And it's such an encouragement to me to see how y'all are still having fun and enjoying yourselves, in spite of all that we have to face in terms of adversity. So you hang in there, be encouraged, and let us continue to pray one for another. May God bless you and may God keep you is my prayer. God bless you. Take care. See you.